guys, welcome to Symbiosis. My name is Ketan. In this video, we're going to talk about क्या topics पूछे गए हैं till so far. In all the B school, like what are topics have been discussed in all the B school in 2020 GDPI season. Now that includes WAT, your GD, and also kind of questions that I'm going to ask in PI. I will also want to talk about the G, which is going to be which is like for Symbiosis. Now let's begin with this entire thing. So a couple of colleges asked some WAT topics based on current affairs, which includes corporate tax, which includes CAA, which includes suggestions for budget 2020. Now definitely it was pre-budget era, right? Now for the fact the budget is out, definitely there can be some change where they might be asking you what are the drawbacks of this budget, or what are the merits of this budget, or what could have been done in a better way as far as this budget is concerned. They might ask you in this way that can this budget be kind of an economic reform towards 5 trillion economy that we are actually hoping for. So this can be kind of twisted a little bit to kind of fit into the the horizon of economic affairs and all that stuff. Now the other topic that was asked in IIFT, I think it was one of the GD topic, where the topic was 5 trillion economy. This is something exactly what we did in the live lectures for GDPI, and the students who had that kind of a topic, like those were for that topic, 5 trillion economy, they did fantastic job. Now apart from that, if you look at in Symbiosis yesterday, students were asked about a topic which was, they were given two choices by the way. One of the choice was privatization, globalization. The other choice was basically life was good when Apple and BlackBerry, when these were the fruits or something like that, right? So these are the topics that we have. One college, one of the colleges, they asked about clean water. Then there are certain topics based on the globalization. So if you look at now, the trend is actually changing. They are not giving you this typical kind of topics wherein we talk about women empowerment, need of the hour, social media, boon or ban, Facebook, all that stuff. They are not actually getting into that traditional thing. My kind of an analysis on this front is that as far as the top colleges are concerned, the IIMs, the IIFTs and the Symbiosis of the world, these guys are now more keen on understanding your point of view, your view on it, like as far as the current affairs are concerned. So they want to understand how do you evaluate, how do you analyze given you a particular situation. There was one topic that was asked which was based on based on CAA actually, and that was a GD topic, I would say, but it was not directly attached to CAA. It was something to do with citizenship and how it can be done. So again, you guys need to be really kind of firm, or you guys need to have a great idea about what's happening in the market. So not knowing a couple of things cannot be an excuse. That's okay, you don't know the the whole stuff that is happening in the economy, but couple of topics are quite important. Trade war, damn important. 5 trillion economy, really important. CAA, really important. Budget, the most important point. So if you are my student, if you have joined C2C for GDPI training, already these topics are there in your dashboard. I am working on currently the budget 2020 because again, like I am actually making this kind of a slides for budget so that you can talk about it, because it's a vast area. So you need a couple of topics, rather you need a couple of pointers which can help you. So that will be uploaded in your dashboard in next 2 days. So all these things are there. Guys, go through them carefully, jot down your points. So that's about your VAT and that's about your GD. Now in SIMC the G was given something to do with some activity happened. I mean, they did not give a topic. There was an activity that the group has to do. So that's something, the feedback that I've got. Another thing, PI front. Would like to make a mention about Symbiosis categorically out here, because what Symbi colleges are doing is that this is the feedback that sir, VAT and GD, DSA and the GD or the GE, this has been fine. There is no doubt about it. Smooth hai, doable hai, manageable hai. However, the PIs are quite bouncer, because whatever students I spoke to, they said that sir, एक तो 5 मिनट में भगा देते हैं या फिर 20 minutes आपका इंटरव्यू चलेगा, but they're gonna grill you. And when they grill you, they're actually grilling you on a front of current affairs, your profile, Snapseed form, resume. What do you want to do? If you've been following my videos regularly, I have always been telling you guys that clarity of thoughts is really important. Why HR? Why MBA? Tell me about yourself. I think all these are now have, I think, not cliche, but then these are typical questions nowadays. And if you get it, then it's awesome. If you don't, then kind of you need to kind of make it a point that how do you still get them back to these kind of questions so that the ball is in your court. This has all been taught to you in the GDPI lectures. So if you are my C2C student, you are sorted for it. Just take care of it. I'll give one of the example. In the PI, tell me about yourself. One of the funda that we use is based on your name, right? So one of the student was there in IIFT. I'm not going to take his name, by the way. So he was asked, okay, what's your name? Rather, he said, my name is this. And the faculty asked him, okay, can you tell me what does your name mean? The name is pretty common, but it has a really beautiful meaning. And that's how his interview entirely kind of, started with, his name, and then that went to mythology, and the guy knew about it. So it was a fabulous thing, right? So you kind of, even though the first question comes to you saying that, okay, have you read today's newspaper? Something like that. You got to be ready for it, right? So couple of things that you need to understand. Though you are getting questions which are bouncer, it's your, I would not say talent, but then it's your practice that how you actually get them back to the main question and how you kind of, tempt them, provoke them to ask you questions based on why MBA. Now, one of this girl student, she was there yesterday in one of the Symbi colleges. The first question she was asked was why MBA. The way she articulated, the way she formulated it in such a way that the next question came was, okay, you know what? Tell me something about yourself now. So that was a reverse thing because it never happens that why MBA पहले आएगा और बाद में tell me about yourself आएगा. Actually वो उल्टा होता है. पहले tell me about yourself, then why MBA. But as I say, when you know that things are not actually happening the way you want them to happen, you gotta change it. You gotta kind of play very smartly so that the ball is in your court. तो इसका थोड़ा practice करना. Snapsy form, आपका resume, जो भी form आपने भरा है, जो भी word आपने लिखा है, you got to have a cut to cut idea कि यार मैंने ये लिखा है, इसका मतलब क्या होगा. दूसरी चीज, before going for your interview, I really want you guys to kind of sit down with your resume, whatever form that you filled in, look at it carefully and just don't look at it. Try to understand, you know what, I have written XYZ stuff. इसके ऊपर क्या पूछ सकता है? अच्छे से अच्छा, बुरा से बुरा. What question I can get from this? Trust me, when you actually kind of go in this investigation kind of a mode for your own form, you come up with a lot of questions and then you kind of feel surprised. Yeah, oh, you know what if I get this kind of question? How I'm going to answer it? And then if you're my student, you can pick me up, we'll talk about it. If not, then you guys kind of need to work out. You can speak to your own mentors or your own, whatever classes that you've joined in. But get the things clear from them. कि यार अगर ऐसा question है तो मैं क्या करूँगा? Right? That is what you guys need to do. So if you look at, generally, whatever interviews that has happened till now, I think they're more on current affairs. They're more on topics which are doable by students, which can be managed by students. They're not directly going to give you topics. Sometimes people say that, sir, I don't know anything about finance. अगर मान लो किसी कंपनी के वैल्यूएशन के बारे में वगैरह पूछ दिया, ऐसे टॉपिक्स नहीं आते हैं. So don't worry. They're not going to give you topics which are typically technical, which are only going to be particular for one of the stream. ऐसा नहीं होगा. Common topics आएंगे. But yes, as far as PI is concerned, and see, PI is going to be a little bit greedy because there is so much of competition now. The competition is there, the cutoffs are falling, so you guys need to be really, really careful about it. By the way, now, if you have your PI tomorrow, day after, or if it is yet to be scheduled, what you can do is you can attend my workshop today in Pune. In Pune, I am conducting a workshop today from 3 o'clock till 5:30. In this workshop, I will be taking your questions. Whatever fear that you have, whatever that you feel that yeah, this is something not really good on my resume and the form has already been submitted. Now how to deal with this? These are the questions I am going to be taking care of. We will also be talking about a couple of personal interview nuances, couple of personal interview fundamentals which can help you. And you know what I just said here? Kuch bhi pucha jaye, you can ghumao for your interview. So I'm going to talk about all these things. So if you are in Pune, you can attend this workshop today at 3 p.m. at my Pune center, which is based at FC Road. The address you can check. I'll put the address in the description. It's a free workshop for everybody. Just come and attend it. That's it, right? So guys, that's it from my side. I just thought I'll give you an update because it's quite important that we should know what's happening in the B school because somewhere down the line your turn is also going to be there. So guys, work hard on these topics. Try to get some good statistics and idea about this. And I will be uploading a couple of more videos on the same front. So stick to my channel and thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.